Hi guys, how's it going? Excited about today's video. We are going to be putting together a balloon wall for you today. There's a few different ways that you can do this, but today we are going to be attaching the balloon wall to a wall. So I'll show you how we do that. I will introduce what colors we're going to be using today because that's always fun, and then we'll hop right into it.
We getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role.
So our first color is one of my personal favorite colors, and this is the Tough Tex Fiona Green. Next up, we have one that I'm sure you guys see in a lot of our videos because it's a perfect staple color, great for double stuffing, and that is the Calisand Desert Sand, which we have here. And from Calisand's Mirrored collection, we have the Mirrored White Gold. Now that we have all of our colors that we're going to be using, everything is inflated obviously and clustered or put into mini garlands. We are going to go ahead with starting on the wall, which if you've watched how to create a garland is actually going to start off pretty similarly to that, so let's jump into it. Alright, I grabbed one of my Fiona Green mini garlands here, and that's what we're going to start off with. Obviously you can start off whichever color you want. There's no right or wrong for this. We're just going to, I personally like to grab a mini garland that has some of the larger 19 inches to start off at the bottom. I just think it helps fill out that bottom portion. So again, already put in the mini garland. We have our already tied, looped to 60, and we're gonna loop it around one of our balloons and attach it to the hook. Okay, so we have our first mini garland attached to the hook on the wall. Obviously it hasn't been maneuvered around at all, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push it to where I want it, move around some of those 19 inches so they're facing towards the front, and just make sure I'm happy with it before I continue on. So now that we have the green situated where we want it, I'm going to go ahead and grab another mini garland in a different color. You could do the same color if you wanted to. This whole part of picking which color goes where is just going to be a personal preference. So do as you feel fit. But we're going to go ahead and grab a neck out of my desert sand here and connect it to a neck in the green. Okay, so this is kind of the first part that's going to be a little bit different from when you're creating just a garland. So normally when I create a garland, I start the same exact way, but as I connect each mini garland, I usually will go through and shape it. So I would, try and get rid of those straight lines and maybe curve it this way with my garland, things like that. But actually, we're gonna kind of do the opposite for the balloon wall. We actually want it to just kind of go up in a straight column. So we're just gonna kind of zhuzh our balloons a little bit, but overall, just kind of leave them going in a straight upward motion. All right, and we're basically just going to keep continuing with this. You can obviously keep going up as high as you want for the purpose of this video. We're only going to be probably attaching one more mini garland, and then we're going to start working our way to the side. But again, just making sure that you are kind of going in an upward straight-ish manner. And usually by the third mini garland that you attach, you're probably going to want to add another hook onto your wall so you have another anchor point and nothing's kind of falling off from the wall. So we'll speed up this process a little bit with you, and we'll come back and we got another tip for you. So like I said, this is about as high as we're going to go just for the purpose of this video, but obviously if you wanted to keep going up to the ceiling, you would just continue this process. Keep adding your mini garlands up to the top, even some clusters if you want to throw a few of those in. But now, once you hit the height that you are happy with, you're going to start working out to the side. So we're going to grab another mini garland, and we're going to start attaching it here. So we're just going to go into the side of this green one, find a neck, and attach it to our white gold. And then we are going to continue up from there. One thing I do want to mention real quick is once you start adding onto the sides, you want to make sure that you are attaching your mini garlands in 2 different places. So the mini garlands are obviously made up of 2 clusters. So you have the top and the bottom cluster. You want to make sure one neck from the bottom cluster is tied in and one neck from the top cluster is tied in. That way you don't get any holes or separation or anything kind of like coming apart as you're putting it together. This will keep everything nice and tight and compact, giving you the wall. So we basically have the larger balloons are kind of sticking out towards the front. And then the next step is just to go in and add details with your 5-inch mini garlands. So we'll go ahead and do that now. The process for adding in your mini 5-inch garlands is actually the same as when you are going in to add them for your garlands as well. So just find your 260 that's running throughout, and you're going to tie it in wherever you'd like it to one of the necks in the balloon wall. Again, you don't feel like you have to put the white gold with the white gold. You can mix and match, or if you like it matchy-matchy, you can put the white gold with the white gold. I would just say pick what you want to do and stick to it throughout your whole design. I think today we're just going to go a little mix-match because I only have 5-inch in my white gold and my desert sand, so we're just going to get a little creative and start popping these in. We got our details in there. Same thing with these. You can do as little or as many as you personally like. Honestly, I love doing a lot of the little mini 5-inch garlands, but unfortunately this is all we had today, so we're just working with what we have. But I would probably add in a few more longer garlands just kind of throughout. I also like to pair the minis kind of next to a large 19, just gives a nice little contrast and variety. And that's basically it. So you can kind of follow these tips to expand your balloon wall, make it taller, make it wider. The technique is going to be the same all the way through. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you learned something new. And if you guys have any questions, as usual, leave them down in the comments and we'll get back to you.